When I think of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., I think of a man who changed history for African American people and others for the rest of time and changed millions of lives.
When I think of Martin Luther King Jr., I think of the perseverance and the bravery he had with all the hate around him.
When I think of Martin Luther King Jr., I think of his ability to change the world around him through his idea of love and kindness in order to create a place of equality.
When I think of Martin Luther King Jr., I think of the community created when we treat others as individuals rather than the assumption of a group.
To me, MLK Day represents celebrating how far we've come to ensure equality for all, but also reflecting on how far we have to go.
When I think of Martin Luther King Jr. Day, I think of how we could have made it this far without the work he did for us. As a student, this day is about advocating and teaching the history, making it such more than a day off.
When I think of Martin Luther King Jr., I think about the amount of things he went through and the things he did that helped our country to make it the way it is today.
As a young black man, I want my teachers to know that I can learn and collect just as much knowledge as my classmates.
As a musical black girl, I wish the community knew that it can be hard being the only black person in marching band or show choir, because I will immediately stand out. But I do it for the little kids like me, so they see me and go, "Look, that will one day be me," because it's nice seeing your own race and something that you love.
Welcome. Dr. King declared, "A man dies when he refuses to take a stand for which is true." But standing for the truth, or even just facing it, can be uncomfortable. So why do it? We see recognizing the hard truths of American history as an essential step towards the racial repair, reconciliation, and healing in this interactive multimedia presentation. We explore the questions: how can truth lead to healing? What truth must we face? How is truth now being acknowledged in our country? And how might Dr. King and other truth tellers inspire the guide in our actions?
We'd like to welcome School District of Onalaska staff, community members, and local organizations who are taking part in this MLK Day event put together by the Equity Committee of our district. As students who see, care about, and are navigating the hard truths of today, we hope that these discussions encourage understanding and, in learning from the past, guide us toward a better future. Thank you for attending in the pursuit to understand and emulate Dr. King's message. Our community will be better for it.
Reggie Jackson and Dr. Fran Kaplan are the co-founders and lead consultants of Nurturing Diversity Partners, a consulting firm that fosters diversity, equity, and inclusion within institutions and communities. Reggie Jackson has been a much sought-after speaker and published writer for over a decade. Reggie specializes in sharing seldom-told stories and facts about the experiences of African Americans and other peoples of color, past and present. Dr. Fran Kaplan has spent 55 years working against poverty for social justice and peace locally, nationally, and internationally. She has experience as an adult educator, social worker, community organizer, executive director, training director, published author, award-winning filmmaker, and more.
As we learn and grow today, reminder to be open to experience discomfort. Stay engaged. Speak your truth. Stay aware of intent and impact. Don't be afraid to ask questions and formulate opinions. And most importantly, please just listen to what others have to say.